Hello guys, this is Roy69501 and welcome to my special event. Well, I call it a special event because what I'm gonna do is actually this is directly to the new readers of Green Lantern's universe. So this is my kind of like my Green Lantern event, not like the Rise of the Third Army event I did a couple of weeks ago. But I'm more explaining because the Green Lantern universe, it has 4 titles: Green Lantern Corps, Green Lantern The New Guardians, and Red Lantern. So I'm going to explain what each title is all about. So that's what I'm going to do. Well, at least I'm going to try to do, which I believe that I got it pretty good. So, but before that, the comic book that I'm going to display was published back in 1994. And it's part of that crossover, Zero Hour. Remember that? Back in the 90s, that event supposed to fix, clean up, and organize this universe, which it did. It did organize it in a way, but not completely. So, and the comic book I'm talking about is Robin issue 10. And what I like is because we got the 2 Robins in one cover. Check that out. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so it's gonna go here. Okay. Stay. Okay, now let's start with this Green Lantern event. So I'm gonna start with Green Lantern number 1. Now this is the main title from the Green Lantern family, the main one. But before I continue, is that because of this Rise of the Third Army event and some of the new readers that they are reading Green Lantern, and they decide to venture to read all the titles that they belong to the Rise of the Third Army event. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to explain each title what it's about. So that way if you decide to read some of the older Green Lantern, so at least you have a basic idea what it's about. So that way if you start reading it, you won't be like, okay, what the hell is going on? So that's what I'm gonna do on this video. So back to Green Lantern. Green Lantern is the main title from the Green Lantern family. This is the main title. And basically the main, the basic of this title actually is that it deals with Hal Jordan and Sinestro. I know that on the cover only shows Sinestro, but basically we got the 2 lanterns in there, which is Hal Jordan and Sinestro. And their adventures with, in the universe, the relationship between Hal Jordan and Sinestro, that they don't like each other, they don't trust to each other, and they don't get along. They spend more fighting between them than anything else. It's like they're like those cop buddy movies like back in the 80s, like Lethal Weapon. Well, there was some other cop movie, kind of like that. They're cops of the universe, but they work good together, but they don't get along. It's a buddy comic book, kind of like that. Now I have to say that the stories are real good. Now I have no recollection of the universe before the New 52, so from the New 52, so I can compare this new universe with the old one, because the only recollection I got is from the 90s. So after the 90s, they did another major event, kind of like Zero Hour, which I don't know what's the name of it, to get it fixed, and then after that they relaunch the New 52. So that's the between those two universes, the one from the 90s and the new one, the New 52. So I have no idea of that universe. So that's what Green Lantern is about. Hal Jordan and Sinestro and the Guardians and their adventures and the relationship between those two. So the next one is Green Lantern Corps. This is the other title from the family. So Green Lantern Corps. Green Lantern Corps deals with Guy Gardner and John Stewart. That's it. You know, you get to read Guy Gardner's attitude. John Stewart's kind of like more thinker type of Green Lantern. And besides that deals with Guy Gardner and John Stewart, deals with the entire Green Lantern Corps and the Guardians. I mean, all the books deals with the Guardians except for one. Well, actually all of them. So Green Lantern Corps is about John Stewart, Guy Gardner, and the entire Guy Gardner Corps. Not Guy Gardner. Green Lantern Corps. And their adventures and story throughout the universe. That's what it's about. So you decide to read Green Lantern's The New Guardian. Well, before the start, well, actually this title is about Kyle Rayner, and the rest of deals with Kyle Rayner and the colors of the emotional spectrum. Now I'm going to give you a little bit backstory of Kyle Rayner. Kyle Rayner appears back in the 90s. He appears back in the 90s as a result of a major event that happened on the Green Lantern title, which was called Esmeralda Twilight. Here's part 1, here's part 2, and part 3. But this is not Kyle Rayner, this is Hal Jordan. So the consequences of this 3-part storyline, it was born the new Green Lantern, which is Kyle Rayner. This is the first time that Kyle Rayner appears on the comic book. This is the Kyle Rayner of the New Guardian. So, if you want to know a little bit about the story of what happened of Hal Jordan on this event, you know, just let me know and I can make a video about it. And also there's a YouTuber here that his name is Sofa King Matt. He has a channel. He has everything that has to do with the Green Lantern. I mean, he has knowledge. He got more knowledge than I do when it comes to Green Lantern. Oh yeah, big time. He has a lot of comic books that has to do with the Green Lantern. So back to Green Lantern, the New Guardians. Well, like I said, this deals with Green Lanterns, the Guardians, and the colors of the emotional spectrum. Which emotional spectrum means that each color or each lantern has a different colors. Each color represents one emotion of us. Represent the emotion of a human being. Well, yes, what makes us human. Love, hate, care, not care, fears, rage, all that. So the thing is how Kyle Rayner is learning to control all those feelings, all those emotions. So this is a very interesting story because, like I said, it deals with the emotional spectrum. So because each lantern supposed to, yeah, they all have rings, but one ring represents one emotion that is stronger than the other one, that is different. But Kyle Rayner, you can have all those emotions in one ring. So So that's the interesting part about the New Guardians. So if you decide to read the New Guardian, thanks to the Rise of the Third Army, now you have a basic idea of what it's about. Same thing with Green Lantern Corps. Now the last one is the Red Lantern. Well, the Red Lantern deals with, well, basically I see from the 4 titles, I see the Red Lantern like not the bad guys, but basically the dark side of the lanterns. Like I said, each color has an emotion, and the emotion of the Red Lantern, because it's red, it represents the emotion of rage, hate, vengeance, killing, blood, and always being pissed off of everything and everybody and everyone. That's what the Red Lantern is all about. So, although it deals with rage, they don't answer to no one. The Red Lanterns is the only lantern on the entire universe that they have no emotion. They don't laugh, they don't cry, they don't feel sorrow, love, nothing. They have no emotion at all. The only emotion that they have is rage. And the interesting part is how or something can become a Red Lantern, because on issue number 1 you get to see the first human Red Lantern. Oh yeah, we got now there's a human among the Red Lanterns. So the thing is that is someone on the universe goes through some bad experience, so painful, that would create so much hate and so much rage to the point, beyond the point that anybody can sustain or can put up with. And vengeance, all that feeling together, that be so strong that the Red Lantern's battery will detect that rage and automatically would create a ring and send it to the point of origin where that rage is coming from. And that person becomes, or something, becomes a Red Lantern. So Red Lantern is about rage and hate. That's it. But they have certain they don't believe in justice. Okay. They believe in justice, but where their justice doesn't go with judge and jury and jail time. Their justice is, if you kill, you get killed. That's it. An eye for an eye. That's their Red Lantern's justice system. So every time that somebody or something has so much rage, the Red Lantern battery detects it and sends a ring, and they will have a brand new Red Lantern. That's what happened with the human Red Lantern. Well guys, this is it. I hope that you like the video, and I hope that this little video will, for the new readers that they want to venture into the Green Lantern universe, will have the basic idea what is up. So that way you won't, if you start reading only from issue 13, that is Rise of the Third Army, at least you have backup story for basic knowledge what each title is all about. So that way you won't be so lost if you're new reading Green Lantern. Well guys, this is it. I hope that you like the video. Till next time. Bye.